Well, hello, everyone. My name is Willie Lawson. I am the host of fightbackmedia.com and fightbackmediatv.com. We do the morning report on Fightback Media every day, Monday through Friday. And it's on YouTube and it's on Rumble. I just wanted to get on and do this in ahead of the 2022 midterm elections that are in just a little less than a month. Was having a conversation with someone today, and the conversation turned to what happens in 2024. And I've been saying all along, and I still believe this, let's take care of this one first. Let's put this one to bed first before we start worrying about the next one. If we don't do what we're supposed to do now, there may not be a next one, or the next one may not matter. So let's do that first, and I think that we are doing well. Republicans have been known to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory more than once, but right now, with a month to go, we're doing very well. And if we can continue on this pace, Republicans should do very well. I'm still not quite sure how conservatives are going to do, but Republicans should do very well as we move forward. One thing I am concerned about, I'm not a person who's prone to worry. I'm not, but I am concerned with a mentality that I want to talk to you about here today. I want to talk to you about this. If it ain't Trump, then we're in serious trouble. This idea that Donald Trump is the only person that can save the republic. Poppycock. Now, a lot of you at that point, just now, I gave you time to get out. I don't think for one moment, and I don't think that anyone else can think that too, that Donald Trump is the only person who can save the republic. I don't believe that. I've never believed that. And I'm someone who voted for Trump in the general election in 2016 and the primary in 2020 and the general election in 2020. However, I do not believe that Donald Trump is the only person who can save the republic. I believe that a lot of Donald Trump's ardent supporters, although I think their heart's in the right place, I do, and I am impressed with their loyalty, are making a mistake this far out. And the mistake they're making is it's Trump or nobody. I think that if we look back to the civil rights movement as an example, SNCC, the student group, when they were trying to figure out how they were going to play all this, and the Southern Leadership Council basically said that we need a leader, singular. And SNCC was like, no, I think that we need to have this thing be, I don't know if they use this word, more amorphous, or a number of leaders, depending on where you were. Because the danger was that if they chopped off the head of the snake, the movement would die. So the de facto leader became Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. Now, there were others, but Dr. King was the de facto leader. Like Black people need a leader. That's another discussion. But we all know what happened. When Dr. King was murdered, the movement lost an incredible amount of steam. When it should have been just the opposite. Those that were that should have been in the position to pick up the mantle didn't. And the sheep were scattered. My concern is that something very similar can happen. let me throw something out to you, and you can comment below if you'd like. What happens if they find some charges to put on Donald Trump before the 2024 election and arrest him and actually arrest him? And they somehow make him ineligible or unable to run for president in 2024. And you've not considered another candidate because in your brain it's been Trump or nothing. I'll tell you what happens. For a lot of you, you will do exactly what happened when it became painfully obvious that the Affordable Care Act was going to pass, no matter what happened, because the Democrat Party had the numbers, they had the votes. It was never not going to pass. It was never in danger. We were having rallies and we were shipping text messages and emails, and we were getting people on podcasts, and we were jumping up and down, and we were doing all this stuff, but it was never not going to pass. It was never not going to pass. They had the votes. The arithmetic said that we were going to lose. And when that happened, when President Obama signed into law the Affordable Care Act and the Patient Protection Act, a lot of you went home. You were singularly focused on that one thing that was never going to happen. And when it didn't happen, no matter how much else there was to do, you weren't interested. You had shot your political shot, and you were done. And you were saddened, and you were disappointed, and you were discouraged, and you went home. That's what happened. So if somehow Donald Trump is not able to run for president, you will do the same thing, because that's who you are. Because you are following the politics of personality as opposed to the politics of policy. We should be attached and in the battle of the politics of policy, not personality. I was telling the person I was talking to that we even use the wrong word for stuff. Back when I was doing the Willie Lawson show, actually the Rational Black Man show on Blog Talk Radio in 2008, I'd have callers call me up and say, "Why don't you like Obama?" And I'm someone who listens to the terminology. Like, I don't know Senator Obama at the time to like him or dislike him. I'm only saying that some of the policies that he has set forth in his campaign, I don't agree with. That's it. I'm sure the dude would be great fun to hang out with. And I said this a bunch of times during the Obama administration. If I ever got the invite to go watch the March Madness at the White House and have on the big screen and have some mad White House snacks, I'd have been all over it. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been all over it. She just said, "Hey Willie, I want you to come. I want you to come and have snacks and watch the game." I'd been like, I'll be right there. Let me go. Let me call Spirit Airlines. I'd have been right there. I would have been. Had my Florida State shirt on, even though Florida State wouldn't have been in the tournament. I'd have had my Florida State gear on, and I've done it. And I'm sure that I'm sure that he's a lovely man. I just don't agree with the policies. So it's not the policy. So it's not. We shouldn't be playing the politics of personality. We should be playing the politics of policy. And it shouldn't matter who's delivering those policies, whether it's Donald Trump or someone else. Now, I know a lot of you are going to write, "I don't think DeSantis." You mentioned DeSantis in your brain. I didn't. I'll be honest with you. I'd be certainly comfortable with a primary season in 2024 with Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz. I'd be perfectly happy. That'd be fine. Be fine. But we don't do what the left does because the media's got us so wrapped up in personalities. We can't break out of that. What what the left is good at doing is they have these knockdown, drag out primaries, and then when the pressure's on, they hang together. They hang together. I mean, they may talk much smack, but when the pressure's on, they vote Democrat. What did you just see? You just saw what's his face from West Virginia, Joe Manchin. When the pressure was on, what did he do? He went full Dem. He went full Democrat. We don't do that. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But those who win elections set policy. So elections are about policy, not about personality. It's not about who you like. It's about the policies they put forth. So we should start looking at who is setting forth policies that we can get behind, not the personality that we like, not the person that we're loyal to necessarily. But if any four of those people that I mentioned, and there may be more, Ben Carson, can put forth the policies that I agree with, I can support them. Remember, policy over personality. My name is Willie Lawson. This has been Fight Back Media. I am the host of the Morning Report on on Spotify and all the places where you normally get podcasts. All the places, and including the fightbackmedia.com page, fightbackmedia.com, fightbackmedia.com, and Fightback Media TV. You can check out the program there. The audio cast and the video are both on the website. If you have any questions, you can sign up there. You can send us an email at fightbackmedia@gmail.com. That's fightbackmedia@gmail.com. So until we see you again, go out there and learn something, love somebody, and for goodness sakes, y'all take care of yourself. We'll see you when we see you. Bye bye now.